The glorious flying scooter of Grebennikov. This is my little edition. Okay, so basically what it is, it's some kind of apparatus for the legs, but don't mind the speakers. This is my Bluetooth sound system for when we're going to fly. So this has an extended handles, just like the Grebennikov's had. You just have to unscrew this thing and adjust it to your height. So this is just comfort. These are two pedals, obviously to exercise the little legs. But we're just going to use it to stand on. Okay. Now what I figured is, hold on, I'll get to the electrical part in a second too. If we give it a little kick this way, we can actually give it a gravity kick. Yeah, that's what I figured. So I'm going to show you what I mean exactly in just 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to get on it 1 sec. It's still rolling. So basically what happens is this. You would stand on this just like that. Okay, you would flick the switch. This is my LED, by the way. It's going to go like this. Right? It's going to go like this, and I'll be flying around. And yeah. Give it a gravity kick, I call it. So you would kind of go back like this in the machine. Okay? And the propulsion will kick you this way. So you'll go back, falling back, but the anti-gravity force will kick you this way up to the sky. So you'll be floating this way, and the trajectory of the machine that's blowing right now. The machine this way. Okay? This is going to be a yaw. Okay? Then you can steer it with your body. This way, that way, and this way. Like this. And if you want to picture it out, you'll just go like this. Okay? That's the controls. Okay? Now, obviously, there has to be a propulsion. I mean, the propulsion part would mean the actual anti-gravity force lifting the machine up into the sky and provides the lift. Grebennikov did mention some kind of 3D geometry that once passed the electricity through it will activate some kind of ether that will push the gravity down and make whatever it's pushing off of float and create this anti-gravity effect. So I believe he did this with the 9 volts Corona battery, little Soviet battery. But I do have the 12 volts batteries here. Let me show you. Let's get to the electricity part. This, as you can see, I'm not sure if you can actually see it or not, but it's a 12 volt battery, 30 watts, 35 watts, HID ballast. That's probably a brand. Now, what this is, on the one side of it, is a warning canceller. So that means that the electricity has to come in through here. That's a plus, that's a minus. If we're gonna, that's a plus, that's red, that's a minus, that's red, black, sorry. So from here we're gonna be feeding 12 volts, obviously, to charge said battery, okay? And this is just a little controller, so we don't overflood the battery with electricity. So we can only give it 40 volts at the most, okay? Which will be charging this little battery up, okay? But we also have this capacitor over here, which is a beautiful thing for my car stereo. Okay, that capacitor is 24 volts, not 12 volts. So if we're going to be, I do have 2 batteries like this. This one doesn't have a sticker, but it's the same battery. So that's 12 volts, that's 12 volts. We're going to be running them in series, therefore making this 12 volts 24 volts. Okay, we're going to be feeding this 24 volts into here. Into this capacitor, which is 24 volts. Okay, this way we're going to have constant electricity. Okay, these of course have to be charged for beforehand. And they're going to be charging off of this, okay? Now, you were asking, what is this going to be charging off of? Well, we're going to put a regular car battery here, up here, and another car battery on top of that car battery. So we're gonna make them in series too. Okay, so they're gonna produce 24 volts. We're gonna feed this into the same two things here, and then from here we're gonna feed these batteries. So what that's gonna give us is gonna give us a constant flow to these batteries of 12 volts. Okay, that's gonna be constantly feeding up for 12 volts. That's gonna be constantly uninterruptedly, because we have this capacitor. It's gonna bank some electricity for us, and it's gonna supply a constant supply of electricity into these two guys, uninterrupted. So we need a constant, very nice sine wave of electricity. Now this here is an interesting thing. Let me show you what it is. See the warning label? I don't know if you can see it, but it says, attention, danger to life, 23,000 freaking volts. Big lasers on their heads, okay? So that's a minus, that's a plus. Don't touch that, because you're gonna die. So, what I think, and this is the most interesting part, what I think, you see this styrofoam here? Well, this had the same geometry, 3D geometry, that Grebennikov was actually mentioning. So I was wondering if we're gonna stick a plus into this, and gonna stick a minus into that thing, what's gonna actually happen? So that's 2300 volts going into a styrofoam, and there will go nothing, I guess. So we got the same exact rig on the other side, so that's gonna go onto this sort of popper here, okay? And those two will be our propulsion modules, which we're gonna generate an anti-gravity effect. One on this side, one on that side, and we have myself a steering mechanism and a lifting mechanism. So there you have it, you guys. My little anti-gravity thing, which I was trying to module after Grebennikov's. And like I said, don't hate, you know, I'm just actually trying to get your attention. You know, maybe some haters' attention will be like, well, this is never gonna work because of, okay, well, why not, you know? Tell me, and we'll think about it, and maybe we'll pop in somebody's head. You know, my guides told me to make this, so I did. So this is the best I could do, and it doesn't fly, it's not even bolted together yet, not hooked up or anything like this. Leave your comments, please. And I love you, and I will talk to you later. Bye.